fully up and active to my people here on TikTok. All who watch live from YouTube. You know my family large already. More big up each and every one out there. You see me? The topic in the night, as you know, see the screen, making reference to the debtors and the creditors like normally. And we have make the ones them know say money is not equal to wealth. From where there we are talking about the transfer of wealth. And people are confused themselves mentally. Things when me are talk about money. Now, we're not talking about the money right now. We are talking about the wealth. And the wealth belong to things that are priceless. Things where you actually cannot put a value on. Things where you can't calculate in a currency. Normal currency like in a bank, you can't deal with wealth them way there. You see, pray. Wealth more priceless than all of that calculated together plus tax. Anything else with them have around the so add on. That is the value of wealth. And we are talking about life. You see, pray? We are talking about the essence of life. So it boils along back to the correction of your status and which part you stand up. As a debtor or as a creditor. And tonight we're going to go on a deep interpretation and my own perspective. Because you know, so we're not talk out on a book right now. More than a little information on the see on the screen. That's how we are used to bring the message right across to the general people them way who are forget the message. Because you know. So we are start off from in the beginning. You see me? Them say you were born in sin. And we are decrypt every single thing. You know, just cap up and active. You know what thing going on, goddess? Fully plug in. We were born in sin. We know so we did actually born, you know. That means we come from out our mother home. Yes, that is a natural thing. But when them say in a sin, bumbleclot, it no mean say we did born. When me did a pitney, me use a thing say. That pitney thinking, me use a thing say. Born in sin means say me born a commit crime. Or me born a the wrongs. That is impossible. Because a baby not even have muscle for move. A baby not have the language for talk, for even think, or the consciousness. Him have it, you know. But he haven't developed the ability to use it as yet. You see, pray. So our baby for born sin. Like what the system make we think say that is sin. So now me get big and kind of have sense. Me I rethink the whole situation and I say, born in sin could have never be baby born and commit crime. That's impossible. It is impossible for a baby to be born committing crime, but still them say we did born in a sin. So that originate from the biblical context or from in a Psalms, one of the Psalms them, we say surely I was sinful at birth, sinful from the time my mother conceived me. From the moment when your mother delivered you to the system, the sin take place. Born in sin means you're born in a sinful world, you know. It don't mean say you born a commit crime or you born a sin. So you born in a world of deaths. Now we are translate that to nowadays to pick sense out of nonsense. So people can over so we are saying. You born in a world of death is born into a government where you end up indebted to. Because we need to know that we need to identify debtors and creditors. And we should have talked about that first before we get down in the whole biblical context of how the thing go. So make we just do the right thing, which is the due diligence. So just read through a little bit of this. So the meaning of the term creditor could start from creditor, because everything starts from a natural place, though. So creditor is the person, and we know a person is not a living man or a living woman, or organization which has extended the loan and to whom the debtor is liable to pay back. The money is known as the creditors. You see the pray? So in other terms, they must say, yo, the creditor have right to all of the credit because the debtor eventually take every single thing we have from the credit. Creditor. So him borrow, constantly a borrow. So you, in this case, I don't know how you classify yourself or what the status where you are reflect. But we go back to the origin for sure. So when you did born, you were born as a creditor. And you were born in a world of debts. So if you did born in our world of debt as a creditor, that means that everything is owed to you. You're supposed to just collect. So if we did born in a sin, born reflect what? You see me? But in the whole conversion process, you know, people got be earthed. When you did born, you get connected upon the earth, you know, this world and the earth is full of debts. And you were born as a debt collector. So you will get the power upon the earth, which is the gift of life, the gift of unlimited credit, for just start collect. Non-stop collection of debt you were supposed to make. But the system say, yo, you're supposed to birth. Your mother conceive you. Because the Bible verse, which is Psalms 51 verse 5, him said, provide the most direct biblical reference to whatever we are talking about. And the terminology, where them say born in sin, I what really are talking about. Because we don't pass it for say a baby can't born and a commit crime. It's impossible. What is sins? The wages of sins is equal to debt. What we say debt, we are talking about debt. Debt. D-E-B-T. You know, Jamaican people kind of different to the pronunciation. And we have to reach. And this is the task, you know. But we take it and said we have to make sure say the Jamaican people them over so we are talking about. Because from we born, we are here say, the wages of sin is equal to debt. And we were born in sin. But what it really mean? We get into it as we say. The Psalm says, surely I was sinful at birth. Sinful from the time my mother conceived me. And that I go for the context of the strawman, the context of the government name, because the government name is a person acting on behalf of the government. But when you did birth, you got be earthed. You're born in a sin, you know. It kind of confusing. Explaining a debtor and a creditor. We don't put it to the people and say, yo, the debtor who have to pay. You have a liability or an obligation for pay. It good when me write things in a book and show no. What me I talk about, you know. You see the pray. So probably look from now we get a book and a pen and draft it out in a script. So people when are really good with the bag of words can see what me I talk about. You see, pray. Born in a sin. You're born in a debts. You're born in a world full of debts. You're born as the creditor with all rights to the land. But the conversion process will go on when you were birthed. Birthed just like when the ship did birthed. And you see B and earth. What is earth? Are the same thing as the earth or the earths or the ground where you stand upon. You got disconnected from that. You see me? So the whole meaning behind everything as we are show the ones them say. The interpretation where the Bible give we of born in sin, you know, say something we're full of metaphors and similes, personification, jargons. You see me, a bag of word play in the book where you have to think outside of the box. Outside of the box where we go, like Nina K would say, we realize say the birth system and the born system is two different things. We're born as the landowner. And we come like we are the creator, because the creator said, let us make man in our own image. And everything what we are talking about are going to base up off of the Bible. Because the Bible is the manual we create the system. I know a lot of Rasta people, a lot of Rasta man and other people out there say bonfire upon the Bible and bonfire upon this and bonfire upon that. But the blueprint where the system I use, remember say we not join the system, you know. You see me, we not look for be a part of the system, because from we born, them put we in a one different category than which part we belong. And we are over say the word plays where them use, the confusion where them use, the chaos where them put in a people life. Because all of that add up to the system, you know. We know the system is all about chaos and confusion. They are all about misleading people to a place where them not belong. Like now, we see the world a change and we are wonder how people are infringe on our rights them. So, what can we do about protecting our rights? And it boils down to your status. Who are you to talk about rights? Are you a creditor? Do you have rights? Or are you a debtor? You don't have nothing at all. How you classify yourself? The nature of a creditor is to always have whatever them have, you know. And the debtor always a look to borrow something from someone that already have it. So a creditor would have come like the big whale where you see in the water. You see me? And the debtor would have be like some little leech where you see suck on the thing and take out the whole of the blood. The whole of your flesh, the whole of your everything them a leech off. I take the whole of your energy and I put the thing in one direction where it don't really belong. So we are talking about now how to reclaim every single thing where the system been a try to take from we. And step by step by step by step. Everything boil along back to the status, you know. A debtor cannot operate in credit. You see me? The sins where we are talking about now, the wages of sins, the equivalent value to sins, what is equal to sins? The wages of sins is equal to debts. So you end up in a debts and debts and debts and debts and debts. But we know say the gift of God is eternal. What is the gift of God? Wealth we are talking about, you know. Sweat equity, them a steal. We call it human resource. Or them a extract from the people in a multiple different ways. But we are show people how to control them own a resource. Because if them a extract human resource from people, what is human resource? What is the value of human resource? How is human resource contained? How we really go about reflecting the status as owners in our own right? We have a right for own a temple. Come on, people. The body, your physical body, what you're looking at right now, when you turn on your camera and turn on the selfie and looking at yourself, that is the temple of the Most High. The body contains something that is called life. And that is a gift that is given to you. Father K would explain the spiritual conception of how the mother and father come about to create life. But we are going to explain what go on after the creation of life take place. The system converted your title, your true title, were to reflect that you were actually creators of the original creator somehow. Because the creator say, according to the biblical context, and a lot of people might not agree with the Bible. Probably you not see it from the perspective where me see it from. And at the same way me used to fight against the Bible. Nobody never used to burn Bible leaf like me. You see the pray, and not only when I was incarcerated, not only when we couldn't find a Islam, we used to burn the Bible. We used to fight against the Bible. We used to hear pastor talk and just get agitated same time, unknowing what really a transpire. But now we won't find out say them boy are set up on blood clotting in our book. Why people can relate them life to the Bible so much? People can relate the past, the present, and the future to the same book called the Bible because it has something we are going. You see the pray? Something about that book. And we are tell people them say the law book. We not tell them so if you're looking at the sky for the coming of Jesus. We not going to tell ourselves to do them thing there. But we are going to tell ourselves to try understand what Christ really did do. Try understand what them say Jesus did do. What was it Jesus really did do? When them say Jesus reached the age of consent at age 12, the age of consent from them time to now time, it kind of change up. Because the age of consent nowadays are 18, 18 or 16, somewhere that along that place, them say, is the age of consent where people can now make decisions on their own. And from them time that man has been performing miracles up unto the age of 33, where something very symbolic took place. A big ritual took place at age of 33 in the life of Jesus Christ, and also at the age of 12. And we know that represent a whole heap of things. We're not going to that. We are staying declaring our rights as true creditors. You see, pray. And we don't establish a creditor who have it. Creditor who have the rights, have the original title. You see, pray. And we don't show you say, when you born, you automatically get the title. The title is the gift of life. We don't go through the 60 week KV Act of 1666. And it show you say that still a stand up to now. Declaring people to be lost at sea or dead if them not forward up to 7 years after the presumption has been made that they were lost at sea or whatever. If them not come back and claim them estate, it stand. And we all know say law nowadays is a big presumption thing. Something where people are presume. Something where people literally are force upon people for accept. And people unknowing say that I go on, consent to all of them contracts, yeah, and have them life, and not only them life, them interests, along with the securities, gone in a different direction, so they end up be debtors to the same corporation. At the moment of conception or registration, when the doctor documented you see me, and that instrument of documentation or vital statistics was sent to the registrar. The registrar then opened the account. You see me? We're talking about the registrar, we are talking about the big bank. In every country where you come from, in Jamaica, it will be the Bank of Jamaica. Them open one big blood clot account. Some people that call it the Treasury Deposit Account, located at the Bank of Jamaica, in the name of all investors. And who are the investors now? The investors are people that actually have shares in the bank, will eventually get passed over to a corporation at the moment of registration. So when the registration process take place, and we are talking about the registration of birth, in the registration of birth. Remember, you done born already, you know. The system can't deal with the living man, so the system will say, yo, the brother, they better don't come here. Because he done the same last at sea already, or him dead, or cover in a mud, or some rasting. We don't know where him dead. So since we don't know where him dead, the law or the doctrine of discovery stands. And the doctrine of discovery comes with the thing what them call squatters' rights or adverse rights. Adverse possession. Something from the ideology of the adversary. One day for no over so me I say. People for no over so I say we open the top up the screen and drop someone said we because we not get much interaction tonight. We like when people them interact with it. Send us some comments, drop someone in the comments and things like that. So the adversary say the last at sea because them can't deal with the living man or the living woman. So them come in with them squatters' rights and them doctrine of discovery for say, yo, since them have property over here, so, and we don't know if them last at sea are dead, them dead, or what really happened to them. This property is of so much wealth, and we cannot afford this property to go to waste. So what? We are going to appoint the Administrator General to act as the mandated representative overseeing over all of these estates. What am I talking about? All on the blood clot property them, all on the rights, all on the interests, all on the securities. The administrator general stays up books and operate over. Yes, I. Yes. Yes, I. So when that stays up books and go on, you don't get stamp off, mark off as a creditor, Somebody don't have your properties. Cause remember, say from you did born, you're born in a one world of what? We were born in a world of sin. So in the world of sin, you're born in a one world of death pool. You drop in a one death pool. You see me? Oh, because you never did secure. The death pool where you drop in is an implied trust, As somebody trust, they says to KV, man, the registration moment at the same time, this implied trust was created. Yeah. I'm not talking about when you did born, When you did born in the world of sin, the bank just take the vital records and say, okay, all assets will be held in this account until someone come to claim it. You see me? That's the purpose of the bank. The bank just, let me get a book and a pen. If you don't want a book and a pen for me sketch it out so you can understand what I really talk about, drop someone in the comment. I could see at least 21 in the comment. 37 people upon the live. I could see some ones in the comment. If you don't want me to really sketch it out in one book so you can see. I know say I'm not really good on the drawing, You see, pray. Zamani, big up yourself. Lay them down. Big up yourself. Triple kill, big up yourself. I go and draw for your book. I see a couple people want it, Kappa! Big up yourself, Father Zion. Up top. Up top, up top, up top. Up top, up top, up top. Let's see. We don't see 21 yet still, 268. Antigua, big up. Big up all of the Antigua said here. You see it. I have a sketch it out for you said here, because I know some people finger probably get a cut on it and a band-aid over the finger, so you can't really use the finger. And like Kappa go down crush her right now. So her finger them go busy. So this are you born over here, so. This are the baby get born. Right there, so. You see me? And then the baby send vital statistics to the bank. I can't draw too good enough people. But you don't try and say a bank look. Yeah, this is the bank. Let's try it. The baby send the vital statistic go to the bank. You see, pray. So the bank have it in one trust. Because the Bank of Jamaica is a trust, You see, pray. So when the baby did born, the vital statistics was deposited in a bank. And them call this bank account the treasury deposit. You see me? Or you want direct access to the treasury. So how we go about that, So the government of Jamaica realized, say, whole heap of value gone in our account because a baby was born. The fuck up thing we go on, we use them hospital. Most of our people them did use them hospital. And using them hospital is the opposite of like we go on when Jesus did born. When Jesus did born, him did born in our manger. And a manger that represent outside of the hospital. So anyway, since you did born at the hospital, the government said them have interest. Remember, the 1666 Act of the Sestui Act of 1666. That say anybody wanna come claim them assets within 7 years, the doctrine of discovery stands. So the doctrine of discovery say anybody can go back or claim it. So the government of Jamaica, you know, them decide say them are going to borrow. So over here, so the baby born as a creditor. You see me? A baby born pure without sins as a creditor. So when the baby born as a creditor, I'm going to see what I go on in people. When the baby born as a creditor, everything, all I'm credits them gone in the bank. So the government of Jamaica say, yo, you know what? We hear some money there in the bank for some people that bad in our hospital. And since the original creditors, them never go claim it, we are going to borrow on behalf of them. But what? We need them authorization for borrow. So we are going to force them mother and fathers to come take a registration. And the registration, we are going to give them a certificate for proof so them did actually borrow. So this vital statistic is the same thing as the certificate of delivery, aka the certificate of live birth. Whatever. CERTIFICATE. So the certificate of live birth along with the vital statistics and other information or other things. We're not sure if them they put the placenta in there or whatever them do with them thing they come. I don't know what going down there. You see, pray. So the boy them steal some books and send that in the bank. The government over here so now borrow from that because the 7 years pass and nobody never come claim. The government trick on say, yo, no, so we're not going to need a blood clot birth certificate in order to send on a picnic at school. So the people them say, all right, government. Okay, I get the drift. I'm going to need a birth certificate. Where can I get it? So the government said, go down to RGD and register for it. Register. Register means, say, you literally hand over your property fully, giving them authorization for access your property. So the government of Jamaica forward. No, the government forward, we're not calling name because we're not sure if a Jamaican government or who the government or who. But in this case of them, we're not calling them name said way. So the government forwarding as the debtors. Why are they the debtors? Why are the government the debtors? Someone tell me. Kappa, give thanks to the gift them. Zamani, give thanks to the gift them, my father. Why is the government the debtor? Because the government borrow from you. Remember, this is the bank, you know. The bank, the job of the bank is to facilitate the flow of currency. The role of the bank, the flow of currency. So the bank facilitate the flow of currency. So the bank, remember the bank have a role, you know. The bank have a role for ensure that the currency always a flow. And the bank is the middleman. The bank do transactions for ensure that your income always a forward. Your income or your revenue is always forwarding based on your investment that was made. So the government say, you know, say, well, look at thing will go on and such and such and such and such. Since you don't have the original title for the deposit that was made, because why? All of this happening at the public hospital. The public hospital, how to get back your live birth record. We are going to talk about that just now. The number for contact I got up on the screen look from now. You see me? Because we talk about that every day. You can go up on YouTube or click the link in my bio and see the classes then. But we are trying to explain how the thing really work. So you know what really I go about. You see, pray. The government stay so and borrow because you did born in them hospitals. So make us stay so boops, you know. And explain the borning process. Because remember, say you did born and them say your birth. So we have the barn over here, so again. And we have the B earth over here, so. B earth are similar to when you get beheaded. Somebody cut off your head, you get beheaded. Be earth, somebody cut you off from the earth, you get be earthed. So when you did born, you're born, you know. You see me? I know the government can't deal with the born because the maker controls the product that is made. So the living man made the government. We can all agree. The living man make the bank. The living man make the car. The living man make every single thing within the legal world. A man and man decides, so we are going to do this. The living man make the church also. You see, pray. So when the baby did born, the government can't control the baby. So what them do? They make the mother and father. Remember. The living man and the living woman. Man slash woman. Over here, so we have mothership and fathership. You see me? And we all know what is a ship. And so we end up with citizenship. You see me? The mother is a part of the ship and the father is a part of the ship. And them decide so them are going to bring more cargo on this ship with them depend. So the ship is the same thing as your trust. Your ship is equal to your trust. The government ship is equal to the government trust. The Act, the 1666 STWKV Act, it explains every whole of them sitting there. And furthermore, we don't get explanation about trust and them sitting there. If we don't know so much, we are going to run a little question and answer after I don't explain this. You see, pray. So when the living man and woman have an offspring, with a boy or a girl, you see me? The system consider that them two ya to be a parent. So they are going to parent for the cargo that is on the ship. Who for ship it upon? It upon the government ship. So the mothership and the fathership have a parent for the cargo. And who them classify to be the cargo, you know. May I show you how them have people as a stock, you know. Them classify the citizen and the ship. Them classify the citizen and the ship to be a cargo. So when this go on up, so remember say the living man and the woman reach over here, so yet, you know. So the citizen have a title. When the baby did born, the system cannot contract with the living man or woman. So them trick Uno ya now in the same registration process. Them borrow from Uno and Uno take up for them debts. When somebody borrow from you, are you respond to them debt, you know? You and somebody go up on the road and you say, yo, man, I have no money. And we have to eat some food right now. Or we have to eat some food. Alright, then no worry about nothing. You take the responsibility of someone else. What was the responsibility of the government? Remember, the government is a debtor. Them borrowed from the bank. The responsibility of a debtor is to do what? Repay debts. You see me? The responsibility of a debtor is to repay debt. Repay debt. Somebody drop R and D in the comment for me, please. A R and a D. Repaying debts. The government job as a debtor is to repay debts because them borrow from who? The bank. And who did the bank have assets for? The living man and the living woman. R and D. Sanity wise, big up yourself, you know. Big up yourself, sanity wise. Are you alone? Come like are you alone here, may I say? Are you alone? You see I top up the screen, you on copper code. and Zamani and a few others. So the ones them there we ask you know for tap the screen. Make we reach 120,000 likes on the live. And we not have to do it. We not go beg we don't have to do it. We not have to do it. We have make a request. Just like how we take the time out for forward come give one of them information. Yeah. One can the least one can do right now is tap up the screen. You see me? We know say some people might not have it for send the gift them. You see pray. So one can do is touch on the screen. So other people can hear what we are saying. You see? Desmond Garden, big up yourself, same way, you know, my father. So when the transaction take place, the government must always repay. So the government don't want to repay. And remember, say when you and them exchange roles, you the way over here, say, you know, as the creditor over here, so we did ban upon the land. But you don't know what one. The government give one responsibility call. The government name. So the government name was actually proof that you actually lend something to the government or the government borrow something from the Bank of Jamaica that you have interest in. If I say that in the right terminology, that is it. You have interest as the holder. You should have been the holder of the vital statistics or the live birth record, which we have to show ones and ones or forget the live birth record. I always show people how to go about it. You see, pray. So when you get that live birth record, you know, you deposit it in your bank. Your bank is your trust, and you have to put it on the record at the Islands Record Office. Me alone will tap till it reach 20K, bro. Bad kids in a ramp, you know. At the least that we can do. Bad kids in a ramp, you know, my father. People want to help bad kids. Stop up the screen, make a reach 120K likes. Triple kill, big up yourself, you know. We see you do the right thing. Basil Rose, big up yourself. We see you share the live a while ago. Enough respect. You hear that? Oh, the message go out there. Me, I wonder how people now listen to this. Them message how we have a spit out, you know. Me I wonder how people are interested for listen to them thing how we have a talk about. 100 Duppy, big up yourself, you know. King Miller, big up yourself. Desmond, you see you share the life, big up yourself. Spirit Gen Z, big up yourself. Give thanks to the follow. You see me, anybody wanna anyone's wanna follow the platform, you can start follow the platform from now. So when the government as a debtor exchange roles with you, this is the exchange process, cause them become the creditor over you. You pick up them problem on your head, and for them problem on your head is the government name. You are living in the name of the government and not in the name of God. So when the Christian them say, in the name of God, in the name of Jesus, in the name of Lashamashawasawasawakwashabak, you know them talking in tongues and talk all sort of thing. But when them say in the name of who? In the name of the government, you operate. That is how you become a debtor. This is how you become a debtor. How you get the government name? You get the government name through the registration will take place. These are the same copy of a government name. And we're not going to pull it up too much, but the only signature on this document is from the public servant, Charlton DJ McFarlane. This is the only signature. Where is it coming from? The Registrar General and Deputy Keeper of the Records. I shot the sheriff, but I didn't shoot the deputy. What all of them sitting here mean? People, one day full over so me say I'm talking in Spanish, French, Portuguese. Me not talk, not no one understand though. What more want people to start do act upon all these information, do a little bit more research, cause me might wrong, you know. Me might tell you no be a foolishness right now. Oh, no gonna know if you not validate it. How are you going to know if you not try do a little research upon whatever me I say? You not have to validate it. I would write so. The government have a debtor. gave you a government name. How you get the government name? You get the government name through a thing what them call the business name Registration Act of Jamaica or whatever country you come from. So the business name Registration Act of Jamaica. What them really talk about in the act here? Because the act here so like some real act in it. So like a movie though. Wonder if it's so like a movie. It's so like a movie, man. You know, the way it's so like a movie. You know, so like a movie scene, my people. The acting. Let's act. Lights, camera, action. Lights, camera. You get the glory. You first come to mind every single time when you write the story. This your name story of my life. So what you go on? The Business Name Registration Act of Jamaica, you know what that do? This, along with another act, what them call the Local Registered Stock Act. You see the Bank of Jamaica, them deal with all local registered stocks. The stocks that was registered, you know how his stocks was registered? The same certificate of live birth and your vital statistic, them classified to be a stock. We are talking about here, so the cargo man, the same cargo what we're talking about. I'm not talking about the artist so they on TikTok with one bag of mix up. Whoa, we reached 20k likes so fast on the live. Bumbo clot. Oh, go on a while ago. That is a good move still, my people. And if we can continue, tap it up, make a reach on 50k or 100k. We don't go and do the same thing we want to do because that works. You see me, more people take time to check in and eventually people learn. People take time to sharpen them brain and know, say, yo, that is it. Respect sanity-wise, respect 100 uppy. You see me, everybody we have press the right button them for make sure so the message go out to other people. If we don't know somebody we should not hear this live right now, I mean know. We know a lot of people not familiar with this information. So the right thing for do is share the live to somebody. If the whole 50 odd people or 40 odd people they part the live, just share the live to somebody. We're not going to see what go on. Just share the live same time. Anybody at all, just share the live to them. Share the live to your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, on WhatsApp, on TikTok, on Instagram, in a Gmail, in a email. Just share the live to someone. And we're going to see what go on. We are talking about reclaiming all security interests and how we go about claiming your security interests. And I have a little bonus for good, you know. I have a show you how you can claim government issued securities. What are securities? What are securities? I do a video earlier. I talk about securities, but I know said the algorithm now promote certain things. So uno literally I have to start support them thing there. Make it a point of duty for research and we have put the information out, you know. So who can tap in, who don't have the time. Whenever we have the time, we try tap in or in our own time, we do some research on Google, on YouTube. Because a whole heap of people out there push them information here. You see, pray. So, the Business Name Registration Act of Jamaica, it goes along with the Local Registered Stock Act. So, the Local Registered Stock Act and the Business Name Registration Act. Remember, so the government now appointed the Administrator General for operate with your assets them where them get from a trust because the Bank of Jamaica is a trust. Them put it in our another trust called the Charitable Trust. Remember, say none of this now go on with the living barn one where it go on over here. Say, no, the only thing we go on with the barn one is that some extraction of birth information took place. The birth information where took place is the placenta where them took. Them separate the baby from the placenta. That is the birthing where take place. And that now become a dead entity because you actually come out of your mother portal with that attached to you. You were not a separate living thing from the placenta. So two horn never come out separate. Somebody literally used the scissors to disconnect you from the placenta for some reasons. But somehow I kind of figure say that reason is the same reason where them take it, where them say you get entered with your fair market value. Your fair market value was promised to you in the same Bible too, as your weight in gold. So when you did born, when me did think one time say you them actually put on the scale. Them put you on the scale, you know, but that a trick. It's the placenta because them care value the living baby no time at all. Them can only deal with the dead. The legal world can only interact with legal constructs. So a trust can only interact with a trust, but who is in control of a trust? A trust that come like a straw man, you know, or not a straw man. They could call it a puppet. A trust is like a puppet on a string. So when the trust they on the string, if you not pull a string of them thing that the thought them a come from, because our people them used to have the thought them pattern out and sketch out and well organized. So you know, yo, pull a string for me now, my general. You can't pull a string for me. What you mean by pull a string for me, my G? Pull a string for what? So the puppet can dance. And when the puppet dance, then we are gonna laugh because that is actually that brings liveliness to the entities are the constructs. So when a man used to say pull a string for me, him literally means say, yo, the trustee is supposed to operate as a trustee to ensure say the beneficiaries them get them benefit. And the beneficiaries, look, we get a clean page one because we're outside of the books right now. We're in an art class. We're in a creation world. And we are create the moment of life. Everything started from the center. You see me? And a big blood clot bang take place. Sorry for my word, because I know a lot of Christians start listening to me because of the interpretation of the Bible where we have when find it fascinating and not listen to me, but you don't like it because we call bad words. And now realize that the biggest bad word is the one where them call want. People use that bad word right through the day and not realize so now use bad words or cursed words. Say you want this and you want that and you want that, forgetting that I shall not want. Come on. Don't cuss me say bumbo clot. It does happen natural sometime. That come natural just like when you say praise Lord Jesus. And so it come out natural. So everything started from the Big Bang as me I show you. And the Big Bang is the creation of life. Everything started from the circle. My apologies. Even the that. You see me? Started from the circle, said we. And then the evolution take place of a membrane. You see me? And then there is life. So you have some leeches out them side here. Or get connected to the thing where they inside. Whatever is inside of this circle, everybody will connect in so. You can classify this to be the people or the land. People. The people are the land. You see me? It is either or either. The people are the land. You see me? Because the people are the land, you know. So, them people are outside of the merchant ships. Because this are dualistically. You can classify this to be in the spiritual realms or in the physical realms. You can classify the creditor them in so too. And that I should have said now. So these are the creditors inside and outside you have. The debtors. The debtors are the merchant ships. I do this already, you know. I think I do something like this already. Where you do this? You see me? And this set up just like your body too, you know, my people. Yes. Oh, it's set up like your body. In your body, you have red blood cell and you have white blood cell. You have red blood cells in your body and you have white blood cell. So while you there on the place, you have a few fortress set up, you know. The fortress them set up with your cannon them and them thing there. Them thing there would be your trust structures and thing like them there. So the debtors them the outside. These debtors would call him the Bank of Jamaica. No, we call him the The you call it one a Digicel. I'm sure no. Because I have a good idea for the is. You have a big ship over here, so. You see me? The big ship here are the government. And a little flag up on the top. And them have a little captain up type. Look at hat on him head. You see me? So him a roll the boat. You see, pray. So this is the country. So the country now register every other corporation. So the country send out the whole of them little ship here. All of them little ship here. And you call one a Digicel. You call one a Water Commission. You call one a, how the creditor them go? National Commercial Bank. Alright, so whole heap of different creditor try to surround the living membrane. And you can have them here some red blood cell try for attack the white blood cell. You see me? And we have to always have a balance between the both. Because the white blood cell and the red blood cells, the two of them serve a purpose in your body. Am I correct? The red blood cells and the white blood cells both serves a purpose in your body. Water Commission serve a purpose because they are a debtor. Probably them not serve no purpose now. My people, probably them look useless now, especially to me. We have water run close by where we can just go full water already. But somehow people say them serve a purpose. So them give people water every now and then. Digicel give people internet for them phone every now and then. JPS, which is also a corporation, we should have put JPS and try attack the people them estate too, you know. So the country now, which is the big debtor, them send out all of them corporation. Why? Every corporation was registered to the parent administrative agency. I could call them that. Parent administrative or stock corporation. Them are the stock corporation. Them issue stocks. You see me? So when the parent corporation send out Digicel come link them and say, all right, then your ship look good, we are going to send you going into the water. Cable and wireless for them say, yo, your ship look good, we are going to send you into the water. Everybody for them say, yo, we are going to send you into the water. Everybody are going for the same thing right here, so. Everyone is off for the people, or them off for the land, or them off for the original credits that actually loaned to the country. Yeah, why? Because them say, yo, them people are rich now. A whole heap of wealth them having at the bank. Remember, runners how we start from. The people them born and delivered them vital statistics into a bank because them never did have them own a trust set up. So when the bank get the record, say, yo, the baby having powers over there, so you know, the bank link privately with the government and tell the government, say, yo, come borrow it, brother. Since you don't have link with the people them and the people them vote on in, you come borrow it. So when the government go borrow it, and the government promise, all right, we pay about the people them, but what? Them treat the people them same time to act as what? The government name. So them tell the people them say you have an act what them call the Business Name Registration Act, and it is linked to the local registered stock act. So that means that you're a stock that was invested, we have a repay your fee, you know, but still want you for act like the business. It fuck up. But that them do. When you start acting like the business, you actually forgot, say, yo, you forget back pay, you know. You forgot, say, you forget back your what? You forget back your principal that was invested when you did born. Or should I say when you get fall from grace? When you fall from grace, you put it in a them trust. And them come borrow it and put it in a one another trust. So them call it charitable trust. So you end up on them ship. And them ship is the same thing as them trust. You see, pray. You get fall from grace, so them see you be hurting. And the cycle goes on and on and on. So when you're ready for reclaim every single thing, you have to undo the whole process that was done. Which part would they know? So was it in the beginning, so shall it be in the end. Everything happen through one transfer process at the Bank of Jamaica. So I wonder if the Bank of Jamaica have anything at all for do with this. I could just turn on the internet. Let me see if we can find something about this thing, guys. Yeah, I have something about the Bank of Jamaica. You know. Let me just type in the National Payment System. Let me see it. The National Payment System in Jamaica. I can see how we can find them on father. The Bank of Jamaica says something about National Payment System. While asserting that his administration is not committed to closing the digital divide in Jamaica, Prime Minister Andrew Holness announced on Monday plans to develop a national what? Payment system for the what? Really and truly. So when Zulu that talk, it actually make a little bit of sense. Let me see if a real thing. You have a Payment Clearing and Settlement Act to settle what? The account at the Bank of Jamaica. What really I talk about? Let me see if I can pull up this the right way. You see me? Because sometimes we're not sure what we are saying. No. Oh, I confirm it. Just so people can know so we're not laughing around here. So we're not laughing. You see, pray. So these are the participants. So something when I go through all the while, man. So I know exactly what I talk about. I just go like we don't know. These are the participants. But I pull up to the most important thing way up top. Is that the National Payment System? Jam clear, real-time gross. So when Zulu a chat out over here, so something actually in the Bank of Jamaica for pay. Oh, alright then. Since you don't know more than me, we could just run through this little bit of paper. We could just run through the interpretations them. Because we don't have to go far, you know. Uno I go take on the time and type in the same thing I want to see me type in a while ago. And after I type it in, uno I go research and read deeper than when me a deep. When me a pre right now. So the account or settlement account, established settlement accounts in Jam Clear. What at the central bank? What? So there's actually an account there. There's actually an account. Let me see what else you can find now. GOJ. Wow. Wow. Three live round. 4, 5, 6 live round. Nobody not dead. Ooh. So this is from the National Payment System still, you know. This is so interesting. This is so interesting, my boy. National Payment System Oversight, CSD rules and things like that. They're the phone man, my people. All you have to do is just go pull up and research when you're reading. Oh. Beneficial owner, you see that too? The beneficial owner is who? The natural person. Is that the natural person, Mr. for real? The beneficial owner. So somebody is actually there to benefit. The beneficial owner account is also there too. Where is it in my paper? What? This is the account to me I telling about that is used to record the ownership of securities. It facilitates the payment of the benefit of ownership. It's what we are talking about. And the beneficial owner, where the account belongs to, is the natural person or corporate body entitled to receive some or all of the benefits. Why them say some? Because the government right here so I take most of the benefits and them are going on a little thing. What the little thing where them are going on? Them say them are fix the road for no. Them say them set up a water policy for no. Them set up Jamaica public service to serve with electricity. Them say them set up national housing trust for build house for no. Those are the benefits you currently receive because you not get identified as a natural person. You not identify yourself as what? The government's name. What is the government? The government is a debtor. So when you identify yourself as the government, that means that you identify yourself as the debtor. Now I think it's time to answer some questions. You see me? Could answer some questions. Because a good while now we're there upon it. I could interact with some people. Once and once you have no questions to me, what you can do is send a request. Send a request, ask you any questions at all what you have in your mind for ask you in relation to what we talk about so far. I don't know we're supposed to get in a whole heap of questions, because a whole heap of chat though. Send a request, man, my paper. We get in the reason.
Active, my G, manners and respect.
Fully active, my brother. What go on?
Yeah, me there, my G. You know, say, I know me not start the trust thing still, you know. But me have a question. Me have the original birth paper still there on the RGD. I still have the copy of the birth paper. Like the certificate of live birth. But the birth paper, I'm forget after that, you know. That one there in New York. And like yesterday, I asked if like me one day me can make my sister set up couple trusts using the credential overseas. Why am I the writer so in Jamaica?
And New York get it born, my father.
No sir. But like
your birth certificate there in New York.
Cause my mother can't go over them. I don't know why she have it over there.
So you just get a new birth certificate, my father, and I bet you that.
I have one, you know. We get a new one where them put on security paper. But that one there, like the how am I say no? The red number that which is the tracking number, whatever number, the band number them different. So I say, how comes the band number them for different?
What you do with the birth paper, my brother?
So it gonna be one I think them want to put in a trust, man. The PI, man.
In a which trust?
In the trust overseas, man. Want start a living trust over there.
I don't understand, my father. So what the birth paper have to do with your living trust overseas?
I think me have boy, I have this thing wrong, you know? I have everything wrong, so.
Yeah.
I think we need it physically to go in a like register with something, you know?
Yeah. Probably my father. I probably not ask the question the right way. I know what was there I said. But my day upon it still, my father. You have more questions for ask.
I know. In partying into what I say I did so far in terms of donor, you talk about the bank and the beneficiary account down at the Bank of Jamaica. So how you do that? You just go down there and ask them about it. Ask them what, tell them say why them pull up the information on it.
I never that me there say no, my brother. What me use that for reference to is your status as a creditor. Are you a creditor? Or
Yes.
are you a debtor? How are you identified in the public?
A natural man. Living
So you need
real.
affidavit them and your declaration them and you serve them to everybody already?
No, that me not do. No.
Yeah, so you still use the birth certificate as a reference to my father. That means you still use the government name. You need to create a character or a person in private. I'm going to say a person because they need an entity to represent you privately.
So that's why I go down at the RGD and start to trust this song. Like how that more in reach.
I don't know how to explain it to you, father.
Mm. Get
So
this
how,
thing.
how are you identified, my bro? How you identify yourself?
How I identify myself. Like
Yeah. What is your identity? Who
I
are
live
you
in
I'm
man.
speaking to right now? A
Living.
living man.
Yeah. Oh, like
Just
in
so?
terms of name. Or the government name alone me have at the title registered for true. You understand where I'm from, fam?
Yeah. So you want to correct the status there. Because if me a talk about my brother creditor and a debtor, you can't have the status as a debtor and at the same government name you use to do business and identify yourself and expect that people are going to treat you as a creditor or treat you as a private man when you operate brawlingly in a public, as the street should I say.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. So I just write this out. I just write this out with this still, my father.
This
That
is
I it.
what
Just go and do look work. Just go and do look research, see me, man, my father. Do look research and don't try over research and don't follow AI.
Forget the book on the wise concise tomorrow from a G, you know? So wait
What you
till
call
tomorrow. Get the book.
the wise concise.
The book on trust law.
Yeah. It sound like a good book still.
Mm.
Everything pan trust, man, my brother. From your research the book there, and you do your studies for it, you can't go wrong.
Mm.
You see, pray. I want are there. Well, outside still in my father. May I get couple more requests? Lay them down. Wagwan. Wagwan, my father.
Yo,
Yo, wagwan.
there. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Manners and respect, man. You hear me
Every
say?
time.
Yeah, man. As far as God, me here just ask him, say, what is his status in the public or him operate? No, man, this is for ask you. No, as far as copyright, changing your name, you know about that,
It's part time.
as in going through the post office, through the postmaster general by sending a letter to your own name.
Yeah, my father. Them
Whereby
call
you
it
know you're the right.
postal. Them call in a worldwide. Them call them know it as postal registration.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Where now, so when you do that now, this is when now you write your name now with full colon, the first name, and if you have second name hyphen, second name colon, and then the master name there by itself, full stop.
Mm-hmm.
You know about that?
Yeah, I'm aware, my father.
Okay, so that is that now. What may try to ask really and truly now. As far as changing your status as well you talk about as from debtor to creditor. That have nothing to do with it.
Yeah, that have something to do with it, cause you make separation of the public title that was imposed on you.
Surely. Because you put closure on it by hyphen it and
Yeah.
colon.
Yeah, my father. So it boil down to you enforcing
So
that.
so what
No. to public
Man, I cut your shot.
officials.
So what's the energy? Sorry, say that again. Right, say that again.
Now, may I say after you do that, the next step is to enforce it to public officials to make it stand in a business, you know. Because remember, I said truth is sovereign in commerce. That are the most complicated side
Facts.
of
Yeah,
everything, especially in a Jamaica.
facts.
I don't know about no other country, but in a Jamaica, it kind of complicated
Boy,
because the private and the public not really mix. And you have to ring down some whole heap of different business places to find out who are going to open a bank account with a trust where have a registered mailing number and this and that.
well,
You
I
have to
said
do a
we
whole heap of research and
so
things.
he set up in Antigua. Hey, I said we so he set up in
Yeah,
Antigua.
but it
Then
boil
more
down
say
to it
Jamaica,
boil down.
Antigua are similar.
Mhm.
Mm.
It boil down to sovereignty, my father. Cause you can't have something where you set up and then expect someone else where you are do something contrary to for just accept your thing. You can use that for defeat them system, although we know say you have acts that govern these corporations where them supposed to operate in a certain code of conduct. You see, pray.
True,
But we
true,
have to know how we are approaching things said way. We have to use a mindset
truly,
with everything.
truly,
I remember saying
truly,
nobody in the world never really do what we are doing right now, you know. A very few
truly.
people
I
attempt it.
watch, me don't
You see
make
me?
certain step and utter certain things, but we are right in my place. And watch the system don't come for me and kind of way. You understand? Them all try
Mm-hmm.
bring all kind of iniquity and so. You understand? But watch, I just ease off my thing, I just move in the silence. But I need to build back my thing. You see, I'm a fuck your vibes. Cause at the same energy that you push me, they push amongst my ones and ones. No? But I'm not gonna lie, you are a little more knowledge than me because I don't see you at the time and you put the energy in it and you do more research in that because everything where I say pan point, which in everything where I say I can relate to what you say. You understand everything where I say is factual and I know what you say, so I know what you deal with. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
But as in for as I say, the fine for what me look for now. Like we say confident with it then. Mother that confident which in I believe that little turmoil and so I'm put through with the system work for them a little bit. You understand? But make a build it back and push because man free and me know me free. You understand? I may show you. I mean a little princess in this world. She have to be free too. Cause that is it. You check?
Yeah.
But what me
Sacrifice
say
man do
say
the
now
work,
to
my
know.
father.
What me they say now, as far as that now, with the signing the names, this is the part more they for tell you now. Me is a man now, me no longer sign on signature. Me do not scribbling, no sign of nature. Me deal with rap and things. So my signature is as me sure how me write it, a call and a name. So and like well, me working on signature right now. You see me show you.
Mm-hmm.
You over what me say.
Yeah, my over say I say man, my father. See, but as I hit me the reason with one of my G them boy where they are. The importance
True,
of registration. And it might sound contrary because sovereign people might say we do record instead of registration. But me I going to show you the
true,
key of registration, you know. If you have something that is not registered to your trust, it is not in your trust. That means it is liable to get captured. Because it not get
truly,
in a trust.
touch,
Registration just
truly,
means that it is a part of a trust already and nobody can touch it. Because it already secure. So if you create your trust in the private domain, you know, my father, outside of the government, because that we are doing now. We are take our things from out of the government and put it in the private, out of the
the
public and
private,
private.
yes, that is
You
it,
see,
yeah,
pray. Yeah. But we
yes,
have to know how to transfer wealth, not only assets, but transfer wealth and maintain
facts,
wealth and preserve wealth.
truly,
That I key, you
truly,
know. And wealth is
truly, man,
life. That we are
yeah,
living in.
man, feel the
You see
energy,
me?
man,
And we
true,
fear
man,
market value. I will never gonna say market value, but we fear value in equity upon the earth. We fear
true, man,
share of the earth.
true, man,
We have to just
But
enforce it,
we
man, my
see is
father.
that.
Cause that's one of the things where me kind of face. But me just a cruise. Cause I know say, yo, the system now really want to work with somebody who want to defeat them. We not really,
Differently, man.
not saying we are look for defeat them because them serve a purpose as a servant and them supposed to serve. But sometimes
Serve
they
with
not
you.
serve like how them supposed to serve. So we must just
Yeah, man, I
constantly.
put the shot as far as the UCC. You know what them say me too.
The UCC commercial code,
Yeah, the uniform commercial code.
what does that say?
And them they who govern the whole thing, the whole international body of commerce.
A commerce, my brother, but remember, say we are make what is all right. You have a principle when me go by where say truth is sovereign in commerce. And what is truth?
Yes.
Truth is the living thing, real things where we affirm and admit, or we confess.
Just like truth and facts in the court.
It we are boil along to. So if we are operate in the upon the land, we are operating a truth. We are operating under God. We are operating a truth.
Yes.
So the complicated part, you know, is
Yes.
when truth is entering in the commercial arena. We must not create a conflict amongst ourselves by waiving our right, operating as the debtor. We must always make a distinguishment between the titles, the two titles. But at the same time,
True.
we must remain the relevance. The relevance must remain between the connection where the two of them have. The owner is in charge, which the owner of any name will copyright and trademark by me is my trust. And my owner
True.
must always showcase the interest of them having a property by expressing it. And that we talk about expressing trust in personal property. You see me?
Surely.
Claiming every single thing we are rightfully our one. So the universal
Yes.
commercial code, you know, my brother. The code them will govern commerce and business, as the Most High say in the Bible, him spend an X amount of time over the water to ensure some fairness is and equity is being kept
Yes.
under maritime law. So the code them basically govern the conduct of how people supposed to operate.
Yeah.
Like you have a
Because they had the
treaty
10
that
maxim laws, just
UCC,
like how they had the 10 commandments. They had the 10
yeah,
maxim laws. Just
yeah,
like
my father.
a workman is
But
worthy of his hire.
it boil
And
down
them
to
way.
commerce and trade agreements, my father. And we not
Surely.
really talk about the trades. What we really extend a point about is reclaiming your identity and reclaiming the title. Once
Yeah,
you
not
have the
trade
original
nothing with them.
title and the original identity separate, you are free to go about doing whatever you want to do. But a debtor can't operate in a credit, my brother. And the code them there for
Facts.
guide people, for guide corporations, by the way, not even people. So we must
True.
separate ourselves from the corporation. And when we are act
Yeah.
as the corporation, we must know how we are act at all times. That's all, my God.
True. Because what the energy that you push, have be the beneficiary for the strong man, own everything.
That is it, my God. That
Facts.
is it. Me and life. Big up yourself, you know, Father.
Enough
Up
manners
and
and
about.
respect. I met a man that stay locked in, man. Maga want a different link with the man differently so we can stay connected because knowledge is power and key. You see, me show you.
Yeah, man, my father. Definitely.
Yeah, man. Respect still same.
Up, miss. About to you the history about the ferry. Which history that is that, my father? We're not sure about the history then. And it's not really a history class. This. What we are talking about right now is the born versus the birth versus the birth. You see me? And we also talk about the debtors and the creditors, how to reclaim your status. You see me? How to take back every single thing what is year one. And don't make the system come infringe for your rights and take. What right for the year one because I know so it thing go. You know a code. It go hand in hand with all of this. The history about the ferry. I'm not sure about the history about the ferry though. Probably if you want to tell me how it go, you can send a request to my father. If it really have something to do with all of this.
What go on Bantu?
You know me there, everything up already.
Yeah. They go and hold them down.
Mm-hmm.
So I go on. Still there in a town, you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
They
you
say
so
now.
far?
They say now pass through in a Kingston to no time over weekend.
A Kingston me live, man, my brother. Up in the hills me live. You don't know that, man.
Don't link up, man.
Link up, which part?
I'm gonna come and knock you off life.
Eh?
I'm gonna knock you off the life.
You know my thing kind of set away with the road in the near.
You know that. It's not tough me things said too.
I don't know how your thing said.
You know to their road. Just gotta go and go business and forward though.
Yeah.
Yes, I. So how things? Thing good? Thing govern?
Everything go on, man. You know, so a class there, no? I don't have something right now. I
Alright,
think of
sorry.
something I thought come ask me, well.
Sorry for
Information.
this. Alright, then I'll jump down.
Right, my father, active. Enlighten souls, correction of the status. After always I try correct whatever you can correct. See, two scene of the correction for show you how important that is. You see me? And the title up at top where you see the live of tonight. Money is not equal to wealth. You see me? Real properties are what we are talking about when we talk about wealth. And real properties are not where man make. Man can't make nothing where real. Because everything where man make have something to do with something that was already created by the creator. And nobody can tell who the creator is all now. All them can say is man was made in the splitting image of the creator. And every man look different. What a ass. As it go? Lie. Every man have blood run through them body. And every man have two hands. Some man might lose them and some might not born with hand and things like that. But every man supposed to have 2 hand, 2 foot a head. And something like that. Then call it Allah. Arm, a arm on the right, a arm on the left, a head, and a leg, and another leg. You see, pray. So we know that is wealth. And the keeper of wealth is the man where them say of the splitting image of the creator. So the system realize if them get to the whoever keep the wealth for the most side, them have a blood clot, get to the most high and get the wealth of the most high. And that them really want to know. So the most high create every single thing in this world in a one trust. Him create a trust for it. We don't know what him do. If him create it, he must create the world first. Then him say, alright, he will put it in a one trust. And him say, the trustee of this trust is going to be man. And the man make sure he give him the rules of the trust. Say, man, you have to take care of all of the bird them in the air, all of the animal them on the land, all of the water them in the sea. And you have to make sure say the garden always a run. And then the creator say, one thing me I tell you, enough for doing this trust, you know. Because if you do that in this trust, then you violate the terms and contract of this trust. You see me? Terms and conditions of this trust, not contracts. The terms and conditions of this trust state that if you ever go eat off of the tree, the same tree that around there, so they don't know how to go on. A judgment of a blood clot take you, you're going to get kicked out of this trust. Because we can't trust people and them off of the tree there. No. We cannot trust people that is eating from the forbidden fruit. What is the forbidden fruit? The forbidden fruit is the fruit of money. Money give you knowledge. Money give you happiness. Money give you this. Money give you that. But who give you life? Who give you life? Who gives you life? Knowledge, yes. to be just like God. Just like God. Oh, this makes sense now, my people. To be just like God, that a one fucked up contract. That are the most fucked up contract you ever get in your life. That is a fucked up contract. Wonder if you not hear me. Why is it a fucked up contract? Let me see if you not think with my people. But the man them say, yo, we are gonna make you be just like God. Why is it a fucked up contract? We'll take some calls on the live right now. You see me? Send me a request and tell me why is it a fucked up contract when the devil tell the woman say, I am going to make you be just like God. All you have to do is eat from the forbidden fruit. Why? Nobody can tell me why. Bet you ever tell me why. I bet somebody ever tell me why. We send you some gift. Anybody come up on the live and tell me why. We send you one whole heap of gift. The answer that we're looking for. Yeah, my general.
Yeah, my G. Cause
What?
you violate the trust with God, man. I go behind back and make bargain with this snake now, man. Violate trust, man. Just broke.
Alright, I'm going to ask the question again. I reason. My brethren say, I don't know. Please just teach. What reason? What to think, man? What to pull in the brain little bit.
Yeah.
Remember, say, the creator met man. You see me? In the beginning. And then the devil come say, alright then, you know, say all you have to do is eat off of the tree and will make you be just like God. It
You
is a
don't make
fucked
it
up
wrong.
contract.
Yeah, because God already make us in him splitting image. God,
Ah,
mm, that is it,
poor.
man.
When we say this, oh Father, no,
You
you're
don't
talking to
joke,
me, God.
man.
No, you're talking to me, my brother.
You
The
don't joke
Creator
with man.
already make we in a film image.
Mm.
You see me? If the Creator make we in a film image, why are we going to want to be like the Creator? You
That
see me?
lack
So
of decency, that don't make no sense.
it not make no sense at all. So it's a fucked
Mm.
up contract. Nobody could have never give me the agreement there and say, yo, me is supposed to
Man
be
has a
just
respect,
like.
you know.
It makes sense though.
Mm.
Let me show you, man, my father. So the system come with full of shit. And we not realize, say, you know, when the one say you're going to take the bite of the apple and be just like God. You know what going on now? Man started to get the idea to say, yo, you know, say the bird are flying in the sky, we can build one plane. Blood clot, you know, so we have telepathy where God giving, we can build one phone. Blood clot, we see the animal they run fast. We have to go build one speed vehicle. We have to drive fast like him. You see me, till you see the baba different things start create. And so come man I say, them just like God.
Start to create.
The man them go as far as to create a digital world. Where replicate everything, the whole universe where God, where the creator make already. The man them say them are gonna redo it because them eat off of the tree. And them get the knowledge of good and evil. So them have the knowledge of good and evil, meaning say you know good and you know evil. So you actually know what is living thing and what is artificial thing.
No joke.
One of them sitting there, man, my father. Respect for the answer where your forward come give, man. That make all the
Mm.
sense. You see me? All the sense. So church people been a got church for so much blood clot years. Do you know how to claim your vessel? You know how, my brother?
Me?
I you should ask. Enlighten soul ask.
How you claim your vessel? How you go claim your vessel? You know have your vessel already. You know your vessel travel with you every day.
Yeah, but I think that one is asking how you claim back it from the Pope. Because them say your body is the vessel of the Most High or the temple of the Most High. And now it is under the governmental jurisdiction of the government where control your mind. Because your mind control your body and your soul control your mind. We'll go again. Your soul control your mind and your mind control your body. So in this world, them have the government influence your mentality and your mentality control your body. So the government automatically control your body. And them get that jurisdiction there, or them get that authority from the Pope, will claim to control your soul because you do not have a connection with the Most High. So how you go about that, you know, is a spiritual thing. The status change is a spiritual thing. Ones have to correct the status in their mind first, spiritually, before them go do anything on paper. And that's why most people can't get what we really are talking about. Because your mind or something somewhere in your soul probably attached to the information and you gravitate to whatever I say. But the frequency where your body a vibrate off right there, we are on low vibration. So you can't no way you can run a blood clot 220 fridge half hour 110 current. That possible?
No, sir.
I not try to tell you, you go walk 220 unless you go burn down the house. Or you go burn up the fridge, or you go do some foolishness, because you're not a good electrician if you see that you do. You see, pray. So there's a thing like that still, my father. 11 o'clock on the chop still, you know, so we not really spend too long. But if ones and ones have no questions on one of your apps, can go no extra 5 minutes or so. You see, pray. Any questions from any members of the ones on the TikTok farm? The eye right on point. Enlightened soul, what you say? Agreed. 100%. Dark chop. While. You know, sir, more in a class tomorrow, my father.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who active and who have to jump in the class, but you can link and let me know what go on. We get the Patreon up and running because we have some new contents over there. You see me? Ones and ones when they're on the Patreon or they're on the YouTube. We need to go up on the YouTube, go check the rebroadcast and the whole of them live. We go live on Instagram, on TikTok. We post them over on YouTube, said we. So ones and ones can get a re-up fully from the re-upload. You see it? Boss, that's a spiritual claim, no body claim. One of your vessel. One must claim your vessel. What is a vessel? They are talking about the ship, the trust. How you claim your trust? How you claim your vessel? The government have that. The government make that blood clot there. How you can claim something when somebody else make? How can you claim someone else's creation? That's impossible to claim someone else's creation. If
They
the
have a
government
copyright
created
fee.
it, you can't claim it. You can't claim interest in it, yes? But you can't claim it. If you have properties in it, you can claim the interest from the properties. So you can claim the properties in it, but you can't claim it. You see me? Your body is the most important thing. That is it. I figure say no more questions not there for me still now. You see, pray. So I'm gonna make a check out. You got my family, them will check in with this way. Out and about.
Active G.
And as I respect in every
Hello.
aspect. Fully.